Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And every reason the weather forecast in for an entertaining match here. How do you see promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Alexis Sanchez.
This is how the visitors will set up today.
Messi.
Ederson
Stands here. The post.
Well, hit with power and almost the right precision.
Toure in the centre of midfield. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition.
This is how the visitors will set up today.
Ederson stands between the posts. Scott McTominay plays alongside Yaya Toure in the centre of midfield. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been to... Well, nowhere close to the goal when all was said and done.
Well, from that sort of position, you should really be testing the goalkeeper. Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Mbappe. Good-looking sequence. Must score. Well, nowhere close to the goal when all was said and done.
Well, from that sort of position, you should really be testing the goalkeeper. Has to hit the target. It's not a good attempt.
Needs to be successful. Mbappe. What are you expecting to see from Mbappe?
Well, Derek, we know he's got
good-looking sequence.
He's running with the ball or running in behind defenders.
Score!
And that's what makes him such a threat on the counter-attack. And I'm sure
from the goalkeeper.
That's going to be the tactics today from his team.
An exciting talent who has everything a forward needs to be successful. Stuart, what are you expecting to see from Mbappe?
Well, Derek, we know he's got great pace, whether he's running with the ball or running in behind defenders. And that's what makes him such a threat on the counter-attack. And I'm sure that's going to be the tactics today from his team.
And support available. Messi. On to Sanchez. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Well, fine use of the ball. No way through. Grealish. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And support available. Yaya Toure. Messi. He's given it straight to the opposition. On to Sanchez. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Chance to play it in. No way through. Well, a crucial intervention inside the box. Yaya Toure. He's given it straight to the opposition. He's lost it. Sanchez. Chance to play it in. Well, a crucial intervention inside the box. They're making high pressing work for them here. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. He's lost it. Messi. He's given it away. They're making high pressing work for them here. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. Now can they make something happen? He's given it away to take the lead. It's got to be. And it's in. 1-0. They breached the defence. Junior Firpo. Now can they make something happen? Opportunity to take the lead. It's got to be. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. 1-0. They breached the defence. Now, who can he play it to? Incisive ball from Toure. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Goalkeeper for you. Well, there to intercept. Now, who can he play it to? I think most defenders would expect to be booked. Incisive ball from Toure. Well, there is a very alert goalkeeper for you. Wasteful again in possession. Well, there to intercept. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. And with
I think most defenders would expect to be booked,
halting an attack in that fashion. And going short with it. Wasteful again in possession. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Touré, excellent defending. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. Running with the ball confidently. He will be. Touré. Excellent defending.
Oh, surely. And it's gone in. The team's separated by 2 goals now.
Gouiri.
You cannot say they don't deserve it.
Running with the ball confidently. He will be.
Oh, surely. And it's gone in. The team's separated by 2 goals now. You cannot say they don't deserve it.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is a live division rivals contest. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart? On what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is a live division rivals contest. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
And here's the lineup for the Howdy partners. Robert Pires plays with Dimitri Payet in central midfield.
Oh, big chance here, Derek.
Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Danger averted for now. Ginola, a bit sloppy in possession. Time tackle. Puskás. Will he finish? Payet. On the ball, Sanchez. And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement. A bit sloppy in possession. 1-0 then. Puskás. Will he finish? And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement. For Virgil van Dijk, as today marks his 800th appearance for the club.
Well, it's been so good since he joined the club. His level of performances have been excellent. Let's hope he has another outstanding display today.
And players waiting in the centre. A significant occasion for Virgil van Dijk, as today marks his 800th appearance for the club.
Well, he's been so good since he joined the club. His level of performances have been excellent. Let's hope he has another outstanding display today.
And players waiting in the centre. And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. William Saliba. Hugo Sanchez. And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here. Carlos Alberto. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Here. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. William Saliba. Hugo Sanchez. Grealish. Carlos Alberto. Well, moving the ball impressively here. Cole. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. It on. Terrific block. Grealish. Well, still searching for the equaliser, but not passing it anxiously. It will be. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse. And on to Toure. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Cole. And he takes it on. Terrific block. Well, still searching for the equaliser, but not passing it anxiously. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Just the clearance that was called for. Sanchez. He will be. And he's through here from the Howdy partners. But quick thinking defensively. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Just the clearance that was called for. Sanchez. Away. Promising move this from the Howdy partners. But quick thinking defensively. The high press was very much on. He will be. Toure. They've given it away. Ginola. Is it going to be? Well, last gasp defending, Toure. But brilliant defending.
Well, I think the stats.
The high press was very much on.
The Howdy partners are not controlling the flow of the game here, but when they have had it, they've looked so dangerous.
Toure.
When they press high up the field,
Ginola.
win the ball back in those areas, and
is it going to be? Well, last gasp defending, but brilliant defending.
Well, I think the stats back up what we've been seeing. The Howdy partners are not controlling the flow of the game here. But when they have had it, they've looked so dangerous, particularly when they press high up the field, win the ball back in those areas, and then counter-attack quickly.
Cole. An example of how to press. And fair challenge. Cole. Possession given away, unfortunately. Guendouzi. Ferenc Puskás. Cole. A good and fair challenge. Using his strength to good effect. Well, that's the end of that move for now. Guendouzi. Ferenc Puskás. Junior Firpo. He's using his strength to good effect. Well, that's the end of that move for now. And on to Toure. Well read to win possession back. Junior Firpo. Under some pressure. William Saliba. Carlos Alberto. And on to Toure. Sanchez. Well read to win possession back. The attack fizzles out. Under some pressure. William Saliba. Puskás. Carlos Alberto. Sanchez. That is that. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Puskás. That is that for the first half here. So back in business, and it's Howdy partners with the lead, but this game far from being done and dusted. Pires. Now he must favour the cross. So back in business, and it's Howdy partners with the lead, but this game far from being done and dusted. Very quick thinking there. David Pires. Now he must favour the cross. Pires. Very alert defending. Very quick thinking there. Will he find the David Ginola. He knew he had to make the tackle and did. Pires. Well, Ferenc Puskás can be a real handful for opponents, and certainly very alert defending to cut off the supply. Your take.
Well, Derek, he took his goal well and was a constant
threat. Will he find the net?
First half.
He knew he had to make the tackle and did.
And he had a real impact on the play.
Well, Ferenc Puskás can be a real handful for opponents, and certainly was in the first half. Stuart, your take. Guendouzi.
Well, Derek, he took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the play. Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he? As the stats show us, the visitors have had most of the play, but their attacking players been too slow, mainly due to a lack of
good move in the making from the Howdy partners.
They have to threaten space in behind the defenders, otherwise they're going to lose
a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he?
Couldn't quite hang on.
As the stats show us, the visitors have had most of the play, but their attacking players been too slow, mainly due to a lack of movement of the front players. At some point, they have to threaten the space in behind the defenders, otherwise they're going to lose this.
To keep it in. That's right, and priority number one here is to win the ball back.
Couldn't quite hang on. And he's gone for power.
So close to finding the net.
Tremendous block. And still an opportunity.
Well, they survived the attack. Superb effort to keep it in. Not a good pass. Pires. And back to Sanchez. Is it going to be? Tremendous block. It's still an opportunity.
Oh my goodness!
Well, they survived the attack.
So well. A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Walker.
Well, here's the replay. What a superb volley this is. He strikes it so cleanly and he times it perfectly.
Grealish.
It's got to be. Oh, my goodness. He's caught that so well. A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, here's the replay. What a superb volley this is. He strikes it so cleanly and he times it perfectly.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. So back underway following the equaliser. Fuller. Now with Guendouzi. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. So back underway following the equaliser. Barnes. And he'll take efforts like that all day long. Fuller. Now with Guendouzi. Walker. And on to Ginola. Well, he keeps going. Walker. Barnes. And a useful cross. And he'll take efforts like that all day long. Breaking at pace. An incisive pass. Walker. Pushkash. And on to Ginola. Must be. It was an excellent example. Walker. And a useful cross. Well, no way through. Breaking at pace. An incisive pass. Pushkash. Must be. It was an excellent example. Of how to break at pace.
Well, that's counter-attacking football at its best. They switch on so quickly when they win the ball back. It deserved a goal.
Ruben Dias. It's with McTominay. Walker. Of how to break at pace.
Well, that's counter-attacking football at its best. They switch on so quickly when they win the ball back. It deserved a goal.
The switch of play now. Ruben Dias. It's with McTominay. Walker. It's with McTominay. And is it going to end up being productive for them? Oh, the threat is there. Switch of play now. Well, it was a risky challenge, but brilliantly executed. Toure. It's with McTominay. Nketiah. A real opening now. Is it going to end up being productive for them? A goal! Exactly what they were looking for. Oh, the threat is there. Well, it was a risky challenge, but brilliantly executed. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Nketiah. A real opening now. Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for. By the referee. And he's come up with it. 10 minutes to go then. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. The challenge that was required. Good use of advantage by the referee. On the attack in the closing phase. 10 minutes to go then. Pass. And a goal! Just the challenge that was required. To level it up late on here. Just look at the reaction. On the attack in the closing phase. And they've split the 4 goals. It's a weighted pass. And a goal! Well, they still have designs on the win. But nothing comes of it. Late on here. Just look at the reaction. And so into the final 5 minutes. Well, back underway here. And they've split the 4 goals between them so far. Oh, a Basel save. And it remains all even.
Well, there you have it.
And they still have designs on the win. But nothing comes of it. Making the substitution now. And so into the final 5 minutes. William Saliba. Fuller. Pushkash. Oh, a vital save. And it remains all even.
Well, there you have it. He may just have saved his team here.
So making the substitution now. William Saliba. Gendouzi. Excellent defending. On to Toure.
Can he put them in front?
Walker. And so the final whistle has sounded, and this game will go into the history books recorded as a draw. What do you think the visitors will feel about what they put into... Nketiah. On to Toure.
Can he put them in front?
And so the final whistle has sounded, and this game will go into the history books recorded as a draw. What do you think the visitors will feel about what they put into the... Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we've got action from the Division Rivals League coming right up. Stuart, how do you see this one
Well,
going?
the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we've got action from the Division Rivals League coming right up.
In the wide
Stuart,
area.
how do you see this one going?
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire. It should be a cracking game, though.
Will begin the game today. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Paolo Maldini
Opportunity in the wide area.
Ramos in central defence. And the striker today is Rudy Fuller.
Well, last gasp defending, but brilliant defending.
That is how to apply the pressure. Abraham.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
Thibaut Courtois begins in
tackle.
goal. Paolo Maldini plays alongside
Lampard.
Sergio Ramos in central defence. And the striker today
Here's
is
Abraham.
Rudy Fuller.
Opportunity.
That is how to apply the pressure.
And what a start they made.
Abraham. And the ball is moving once more.
And a
How
strong
important
tackle.
will that opening goal proved to be. Lampard. Here's Abraham.
Opportunity. There it is.
Fuller.
The opening goal of this match. And what a start they made.
It's a corner. Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Trying to pick out a teammate. Goalkeeper's ball. It was always going to be that way. Fuller. Lampard. It's a corner. Trying to pick out a teammate.
Abraham.
Goalkeeper's ball. It was always going to be that way. Nketiah. Lampard. And the keeper
Lampard.
there to deal with it. Abraham. Keane. Nketiah.
Ramsey has it.
Lampard. And the keeper
to
there to
Capdevila.
deal with it. And taken away from Hazard. Keane. Outrageously skillful. Ramsey has it.
And on to Capdevila.
Lampard. No problems grabbing hold of that one. And taken away from Hazard. Outrageously skillful.
Fuller.
Useful looking position, you've got to say. Lampard. Nketiah. No problems grabbing hold of that one. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Fuller.
Rudy Fuller.
And a chance to level it.
Useful looking position, you've got to
marvellous
say.
save. Great goalkeeping. Nketiah. Well, the fans really
Ramsey.
want him to shoot. Back with Capdevila. Fuller. And a chance to
And a
level
poor
it.
ball.
Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping.
Claudio Marchisio.
Ramsey. Abraham. Back with Capdevila. Getting
And a
forward.
poor ball.
Is it going to be? Oh, it's in.
Claudio
Two-goal
Marchisio.
cushion now. And the lead. Abraham. Getting forward. Is it going to be? Oh, it's in. A two-goal cushion now. And the lead. Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical and technical analysis, it's Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is action from foot rivals. Stuart, what are you expecting
just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening? It's absolutely ideal.
I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical and technical analysis, it's Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is action from foot rivals. Stuart, what are you expecting to see?
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
And a look at the starting 11 for the tots.
This is the lineup for the home team.
Albola is the goalkeeper. Roy Keane plays alongside Frank Lampard in the engine room.
This is
so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be two men up front.
From a top-class goalkeeper, that's absolutely brilliant.
And a look at the starting 11 for the tough cookies. Rui Patricio begins in goal. Lorenzo Pellegrini plays alongside Kaká in the centre of midfield.
Oh, Derek, this is a big moment here.
Oh, marvellous goalkeeping.
Well, it's a top-class save from a top-class goalkeeper. That's absolutely brilliant.
Making sure nothing untoward happened. And it goes! That and diving to thwart him. Capdevila. In position. In it goes! That will do. Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And what we have coming up for you is a live division rivals contest. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, Derek,
nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And what we have coming up for you is a live division rivals contest. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, Derek, what form they're in, they really are a joy to watch at the moment. They're playing some great football. Let's hope they show that again today.
Keane plays alongside Frank Lampard tackle and a throw-in coming up. The story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Well, he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. The biggest snakes.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
Albola is the goalkeeper. Roy Keane plays alongside Frank Lampard in the engine room. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Here's how it looks for the biggest snakes. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Nemanja Vidic plays with Laurent Blanc in central defence. John Barnes plays with Joe Cole in the centre of midfield. And leading the attack today is Ian Wright. What do you expect to see from him in this one?
Well, for me, Derek, his greatest attribute is his ability to combine with teammates, particularly in tight areas, in and around the box.
Not hard to read that pass.
Little passes round the corner. He's the player that could be key.
Well, he's a handy man to have on the pitch, Frank Lampard, and he does know where the goal is from this position. What do you expect to see from him in this one?
Well, for me, Derek, his greatest attribute is his ability to combine with teammates, particularly in tight areas, in and around the box. Clever little 1-2, little passes round the corner. He's the player that could be key to breaking down this defence.
Well, what a save that is. He was so alert there.
Might be able to produce from this position. And still danger here. Keane. Well, that's the end of that for now. Now with Lam. Going well. Surely. That's great goalkeeping.
Well, what a save that is. He was so alert there.
Played over. And still danger here. Well, that's the end of that for now. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Good tackle. It'll be a throw. Keane. Lampard. Now far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Roy Keane. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Good tackle. It'll be a throw. Here's Lam. Keane. Lampard.
Abraham.
Not far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Yaya Toure. Right. Here's Lam. Magnificent defending. Tammy Abraham. Bad pass. Keane. Fabio
Right.
in it. Now with Lam. Magnificent defending. Here's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Keane. Fabio in it. Looking position, you've got to say. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And the flag does go up. Must have been close. Here's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Right. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Oh, he's blocked it. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And the flag does go up. Must have been close. Nketiah. Right. Will he finish? Oh, it could be. Oh, well, he's blocked it by the keeper. But really, he only has himself to blame. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Nketiah. Oh, it could be. Well, denied really by the keeper. But really, he only has himself to blame. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Fabio. Promising sequence. But a good piece of defending really getting to bring stuck it to an end. Cole. Dennis Bergkamp. Fabio. Dennis Bergkamp. Promising sequence. And unfortunately, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
Dennis Bergkamp looking through ball. Well, a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping.
Dennis Bergkamp.
He read it so well, didn't he?
And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
Dangerous looking through ball. Good pressure high up. Well, a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he?
And he snuffed out any sign of danger. Read it well. Dennis Bergkamp. And possession given away. And good pressure high up the pitch. This looks threatening.
Well, showing great energy here.
Oh, incredible save. And he snuffed out any sign of danger. Oh, great defending. Dennis Bergkamp. And possession given away. Yaya Toure. Fabio messing around with the clearance.
Well, they're showing great energy here, and that's being matched by the fans. What an atmosphere.
Oh, great defending. Hang on to the ball. Threaded through by Toure. Yaya Toure. He can't hold on to it. He wasn't messing around with the clearance. Well, it came to nothing in the end. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Couldn't hang on to the ball. Threaded through by Toure. He can't hold on to it. Well, it came to nothing in the end. And with that, the first half draws to a close.
Sports. It's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And we're getting ready to bring you foot rivals action. Stuart, what are your expectations for today?
Well, Derek,
welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And we're getting ready to bring you foot rivals action. Stuart, what are your expectations for today? This is the
Derek,
for the
we're
home
looking
team.
forward to this game. You can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
With David Ginola in the centre of midfield, and in attack Thierry Henry plays together with Fernando Torres. This is the lineup for the home team. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Carlos Alberto starts alongside David Alaba in central defence. Ronaldinho starts with David Ginola in the centre of field, and in attack Thierry Henry plays together with Fernando Torres. And introducing the visitors lineup today, Alban Lafont is the goalkeeper. Roy Keane plays alongside Frank Lampard in the engine room. Here's Essien, and a chance to whip it in here. Two players in attack from the very outset. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. And introducing the visitors lineup today, Alban Lafont is the goalkeeper. Roy Keane plays alongside Frank Lampard in the engine room. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. Can they take the lead here? Well, has he hit that one? And there it is! But hang on, the flag has gone up and it's not going to count.
Well, it was a close call, but he is just offside. Good finish, mind you.
Well, non-stop movement and
Can they take the lead here?
What you get.
Well, has he hit that one? It looked as though it had a chance.
Stuart, what might we see from him in this game?
Well, Derek, when he's on form, when he's
look at this, Stuart, an opportunity. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Well, non-stop movement and creativity. That's what you get from Ronaldinho. A few goals as well. Stuart, what might we see from him in this game?
Well, Derek, when he's on form, when he's
look at this, Stuart, an opportunity. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. There it is! The first goal of the game, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them. Good value for it. Torres! So underway again here. Couldn't quite hang on. 1-0 the score. There it is! The first goal of the game, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them. Good value for it. So underway again here, 1-0 the score. And back to Alaba. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Oh, superb skill. Ronald Koeman. Joan Capdevila. Joan Capdevila. And back to Alaba. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Oh, superb skill. Not a good pass. Torres. Ronald Koeman. Torres. Joan Capdevila. They've increased their lead, and they don't want Koeman to be on the ball. It away from here. So back underway. Not a good pass. Standing at 2-0. Torres. Torres. And a goal! They've increased their lead, and they don't want to be throwing it away from here. And he does. He's thrown it. So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Nketiah. Could pull one back here. And he does. He's thrown his team a lifeline. The belief is back. Oh, a save right into the top. So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Ronaldinho. Fantastic effort. It's gone out. Oh, could be. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. Torres. Full credit. Wonderful stop. But after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Marc Guehi. Not what he was intending. Bad pass. Torres. Full credit. Wonderful stop. Players waiting in the middle. And Fernando Torres! There it is! 2 to the good now. And that gives them a Not buffer. What he was intending. Bad pass. So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. On to Alaba. 3-1 the score. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. And Fernando Torres! There it is! 2 to the good now. And that gives them a buffer. Ronald Koeman. So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals, but nothing comes the score. Good defending it was. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Interesting pass. Capdevila. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more creative look about this, but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Koeman. And on to Capdevila. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. That's very effective. Good high pressing. Koeman. Marcel Desailly. And on to Capdevila. Tammy Abraham. This is Alaba. Hanging on to the ball in this fashion suits them. That's very effective. Good high pressing. Zambrotta. Marcel Desailly continues. They're making considerable progress. Thierry Henry. An advantage with them. Referee says this play on. Alaba. Perfect hanging tackle. On to the ball in this fashion suits them. Ramsey has Zambrotta. Beautifully the attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Lampard. An advantage with them. Referee says play on. Perfect tackle. Left in this game, and they have the momentum now. 3-2 it Ramsey is. Has it. Predicted that before ball. Beautifully weighted ball. And the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. Opportunity. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Still life left in this game, and they have the momentum now. 3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? And the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Away they go again. Second half is underway here.
Eyes were on the prize, in this case the ball.
Can they take advantage? Ginola.
Oh my goodness! He's
A chance to whip it in.
Well.
Well, the keeper's eyes were on the prize, in this case the ball.
Technique.
So the current scoreline 4-2. Can they take advantage? Ginola. Well-timed tackle.
Oh my goodness! He's caught that so well. A goal of the highest
defending
class.
inside the box.
Fantastic technique.
So the current scoreline 4-2. Well-timed tackle. Torres. Fabio. Textbook defending inside the box. Really good interception. Bonucci was being pressed. Zambrotta. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Fabio. Torres. Now with Ronaldinho. Really good interception.
Oh, did so well to deny him.
Zambrotta. Now sending it in.
And
Well, doesn't have to do it on his own.
It looked as though it might be going in.
Torres.
And a corner kick. The referee
Now with Ronaldinho.
Will he find the net?
Really fine
Oh,
catch
did
by
so
the
well to
goalkeeper.
deny
Under
him.
a bit of pressure too. Now sending it in.
And a super header. It looked as though it might be going in. And a corner kick. The referee's verdict.
Lampard. Really fine catch by the goalkeeper.
visionary
Under a
passing.
bit of pressure too.
Nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately.
Mbappe. A really intense pressure applied.
Roy Keane.
And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to
Lampard.
be able to change your mind.
Well,
He wasn't able
visionary
to,
passing.
and that's a poor pass.
Nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately.
On the offensive. Mbappe. A really intense pressure applied. And he couldn't
Superbly
quite
read
get himself
and
back on
executed.
side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind. But he wasn't
Torres.
able to, and that's a poor pass.
Oh, fine play. And
On the
maybe it'll
offensive.
set something up. Well, the outcome is a free kick here.
Superbly read and executed. Torres.
Well, the free kick taken, but saved easily by the keeper. Oh, fine play, and maybe it'll set something up.
The keeper needed to do
The
the
outcome is a free kick here. Well, the supporters think it's on.
Could be. A goal!
Well, the free kick taken, but
He's
saved
put it
easily by
away
the keeper.
To make it a hat-trick.
Oh, the keeper needed to do an awful lot better. Well, the supporters think it's on.
Could be.
Lampard.
A goal! How about that? He's put it
Fabio.
away to make it a hat-trick.
Splendid tackle, and a throw-in coming up. Lampard. Fabio. Lampard with it. Splendid tackle, and a throw-in
Possession
coming
again.
up. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Defenders need to cover. Fabio. Ginola. Lampard with it. And they have possession again. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Defenders need to cover.
Keane.
Gattuso. Ginola. Now they've lost it. Ginola. Now
Well, he
Keane.
failed to deliver that time.
Gattuso.
This has been a top-class display today. Just look how many chances
they've
they've
lost it.
created. And if they want to, they could score a hatful of goals here.
Yes, they're having a field day in attack. And here they come
Ginola.
again.
Well, he failed to deliver that time. And a fine stop.
This has been a top-class display today. Just look how many chances they've created. And if they want to, they could score a hatful of goals here.
Abraham. Yes, they're having a field day in attack. And here they come again.
A really
And a fine
sumptuous
stop.
ball.
Lampard.
Alaba comes up with it.
Abraham.
Can they do something positive on the counter-attack?
It looked like open road for them, but
A
up
really
dead end.
sumptuous ball.
Lampard. The final whistle almost upon us, and this is not going to be an away day that Alaba comes up with it. Stuart, give us your take. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack?
All areas of the pitch. But it's
Looks
their
like
defending
open road
that's
for
really
them,
been poor
but
today.
up a dead
no
end.
Structure, too open, not enough desire.
Well,
and
the
a lack
final
of
whistle
urgency.
almost
This
upon
is a
us,
worrying
and this is not going to be an away day that lives long in the memory. Stuart, give us your take.
Well, where do I start? They've been
Poor
totally
attempt at a
outplayed in
pass,
all
really.
areas of the pitch. But it's their defending that's really been poor today. No structure, too open, not enough desire, and a lack of urgency. This is a worrying
Great
performance.
vision. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Mbappe. Poor attempt at a pass, really. 5 minutes to go. Henry. Lampard. Torres now. Oh, great vision here as he runs out. Both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Five minutes to go. Lampard. No danger here as he runs at them. Here's Mbappe. And Desai's timely tackle. Gattuso. Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. Here's Mbappe. And that will be all for this game anyway. And timely tackle for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their support. Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. And that will be all for this game anyway. And defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their support.